Hey, happy Friday. Welcome to another edition of what I guess we'll call Solving Reality with Trev. I'm your host, Trev, the show where I bring you whatever refused to leave me alone last night. None of this is pre-planned. Some of it I've wrestled with for years. Some of it hits me in real time. But here's the point. I'm going to tell you the truth as I've discovered it. Take what lands, leave what doesn't. No arguments. I've already found what I'm looking for. A lot of you are thinking, what is he doing? Is he attacking Christianity? No. I'm a Christian. Christianity helped me. It gave me belonging, ethics, comfort, meaning, purpose, and a vocabulary for love. It was home, and I'm profoundly grateful for it. But it also contains one element, one single theological move that is so wildly out of sync with the God Jesus actually reveals that it twists the whole system into fear or pride. That's the eternal hell story. Remove that, and Christianity snaps back into place. Before we go there, I need to say the part that will make some of you the most uncomfortable. I asked and he answered. Not metaphorically, not through verse of the day, not through Bible roulette. He talked to me. God did that. You don't have to believe that. I barely believed it myself, but the fruit doesn't lie. Some of you will want to say, God doesn't speak like that anymore. I invite you to reread the Bible, a book that God is speaking constantly to his people throughout it. The biblical default is that God speaks. The modern assumption is that he doesn't, and that's what's strange. He spoke because I was depressed. My worldview made no sense, because I kept imagining billions of people suffering forever. I couldn't reconcile that with anything loving. And so God said, when I asked, you feel bad because you think I'm a bad guy. And I thought, oh my God, that actually makes perfect sense. Then he said, you can believe whatever you want. It doesn't change who I am. That sentence broke something open in me. My whole nervous system exhaled. And then he said, this view of me has been wrecking all of you for the last 1,700 years. He then asked me to tell people he told me this. And I told him no. And he said, take your time. You eventually will. He was right. It took 5 years and here we are. He's not the guy you were warned about. He's not the cosmic torturer. He's not the eternal warden, not the one throwing billions into the fire because they didn't guess the right password. He's the one that leaves the 99. He's the one who restores. He's the one who finishes what he starts. He's the one who placed the stars. I'm not here to debate. That's the thing. I don't need consensus or conversation or validation. You know me. If you know me at all, you know I don't settle for anything less than full coherence. And the proof of that is that I'm going public. I have to really believe this, or it would be crazy for me to be doing this. So yes, the hell story collapses under its own weight. Logically, morally, psychologically, spiritually, and the best part, biblically. The worst part is it makes God look bad. Ask non-Christians. Have you? I'm going to guess maybe you haven't. They'll tell you plainly, your God sounds like the villain. And that is why they're not interested. That produces some conscious fear in all of us. You, your kids, and your worldview. But the restoration story, the one Jesus teaches, the mystery Paul keeps pointing to, the one the early church held before the Western rewiring of it all, holds up. It keeps everything good and beautiful that's in Christianity already and removes the one part that made God a monster. All that changes is eternal damnation becomes eternal restoration. Let me say that again. All that changes is eternal damnation becomes eternal restoration. So if you can't get behind that, there are only two reasons. I've thought about this. Number one, you're afraid. You think you're not allowed to believe this. You are. You're a grown person. You get to choose. Or the second reason, you need to be better than other people. You need to be right, which requires someone else to be wrong. That's the pharisaical spirit, which, let's be honest, sounds a lot like the parasitical spirit. And I really am not. I know I'm being like silly and goofy a little bit right now, but I am not calling anybody a Pharisee. I'm speaking to the worldview inside you. That worldview formed in a 5-year-old who only had two choices when it first heard about hell. Be terrified, and I'm not going to think about that ever again, or join the good team. Neither one is your fault. But the moment you swap the tyrant for the good God, everything unlocks. Now, let's talk about the fruit. You can tell which theology someone holds by the shape of their nervous system. If you believe in a punitive God, your body tells the story. Your days feel long. Your stress is constant. Your joy feels thin. Your irritation, high. Your sense of safety, kind of low. That's not sin. That's a nervous system running a story it was never meant to carry. You can't hide it. You perform your way out of it. Even if you say, I love my theology, your chronic tension betrays you. I'm so sorry. Your fear of the future betrays you. Your pride about this all betrays you. Under a fear-based God, the nervous system only has two modes, fear or pride, and neither is a fruit of the Spirit. This is why the church thinks sin is fun, because they've misunderstood sin. People stuck in compulsive behavior aren't partying, they're drowning. Go to Las Vegas. Sin isn't pleasure. Sin is pain management. And here's the polarity shift. I'm not forming sides, but I'm inviting you to a game. It's called the good game. And the only rule is, if you get angry at the other team, you're not on the team yet. But the moment you can look with softness instead of heat, you're in instantly and will be glad you're here. Some of you will wake up to this instantly. You will. You'll feel a click in your chest, a breath you didn't know you were holding, 10 pounds of cosmic weight sliding right off your shoulders. If that's you, you might be what we call an Enneagram 7. Your inner child sprints into freedom the moment someone finally gives you the good news that isn't coded in fear. For the rest of you, take your time. If you tried this out, really try it out. It might improve your life. Maybe slowly, maybe instantly. But improvement is improvement. It will. And here's the wild part. You already half believe this because you already believe in a good God. Here's the misunderstanding in the heart of the whole thing. People think the Bible teaches eternal torment because the place is eternal. But Scripture never says people, any one person, will stay there eternally. Kolasis aionion. That's the Greek. I'm sure I'm butchering that at some level, but it means age-long correction, refiner's fire, a hospital ward for the soul. The fix for blindness is always available, meaning we, ironically here, do actually want an eternal hell because it's eternal restoration, not eternal torture. Hell is eternal in quality, not eternal in duration. We already feel blind here. Stuck, fragmented, aching for healing, making this about mega or something. I don't know what we're doing, but good news. Healing exists now, not just after death. But of course, blind people imagine monsters before they imagine medicine. Hell is simply where blindness gets healed, and God never runs out of time. Hell exists eternally. People don't stay there eternally. This is the new frame on hell if you want it. It's yours to have. That distinction changes everything, and it will change your life. But apply this hell logic to our justice system here on earth, and it becomes absurd. Even the best one here in the United States, good justice system, probably the best we could make. But would we ever hand out an infinite sentence? No. Hitler? 100 billion years, fine. Osama, 50 million. A traumatized teenager who took someone's life and then their own, 1,000 years and mandatory therapy. But eternity? No one believes that makes sense when you say it plainly. Yet somehow we believe God would do it. Here's the truth. The Christian story is good. The hell subplot is not. It makes God look worse than any parent you know. It makes Christians look irrational. It makes your nervous system brace constantly. I played that game. It didn't deliver. It's what my daughter would call quite mid. 3 out of 10. 4 if there's an Xbox involved. Look, I'm now playing the good game, and it delivers. God's good, the story is good, the universe is good, and you're safe. Everything that is happening right now is inside of a training program you agreed to, even if you didn't realize that until this very moment. Ask yourself, is the world working right now? Do people seem okay? Or do they seem like they're sort of speedrunning the book of Job on expert mode? You already believe in a good God. I'm just asking you to stop believing in the bad story people stapled to his forehead. I'm not special. I just asked God why life hurt, and God answered, the same way he has in Scripture for thousands of years. Join me or don't. Either way, you are beloved. If the comments get wild, I'll just turn them off. I'm not here to debate. I'm here for who's ever ready. This is the good game. It costs everything, your entire way of being, but it's free because truth costs nothing. And it's the truth that will set you free. So come play. Let's pregame heaven together. Bottoms up. GG's, guys.